I'm on my way to video ministry, minding my own business, driving safely like you so-called mothers say it, and obeying all the laws of the road. And Nate is in the passenger seat asleep, and this cop comes over, and pulls us over.
So then I wake up and I'm like, whoa, cop, what's going on? So I look at Nick and I freak out and I'm like, dude, what'd you do to get pulled over?
So I tell Nate I didn't do anything, and I give him the good old-fashioned talk to the hand, and a cop gets out of his car and starts to inspect it, and this isn't just any kind of cop. He's like one of those creepy ones that he just wants to take you under his wing and like do nasty things to you. Do you ever get that feeling? Anytime you talk to your creepy friends or anything like that.
So I lean in and I'm about to see what this cop looks like, and I feel like I'm about to puke. I mean, talk about ugly. This guy put the U in U-G-L-Y, and man, this cop had no alibi.
So this cop bends over, kind of like Jessica Simpson in all her movies, kind of that bend over, and he brings his arm up really slowly, kind of like those creepy, scary horror movies. So he's bringing it up and it was
just so little.
I had no clue how it got there.
It was a freaking Furby with a bomb strapped to its back.
And the cop walks slowly back to his car, and says some strange code into his little walkie-talkie things he has there. He's like, and then the Furby just comes out of nowhere and it comes to life.
And he was all like, when was the last time you read your Bible lately? And then he freaking exploded.
So that break through the front windshield, and all the cop squad cars are coming towards us down the road. Like the big wave of LED lights that look like a Christmas party on a sunny day.
We're running on foot after this Furby, because somehow, like Chuck Norris, it survived the explosion.
So cops are jumping out of their car, shooting their guns at us, throwing their babies, and man, it was just mass chaos. So we're getting to a dead end, and the cops surround us, and man, I can't go to prison. Look at me, I'll get molested.
And the cops just all got out of their cars and they're like, freeze! I'm like, whoa, man. And then the Furby just jumps inside this little water drainage system.
So Sean Connery slides up with his motorcycle
and it's like, Miss Moneypenny. And I'm like, whoa, man, I'm not Miss Moneypenny, dude.
Miss Moneypenny, hop on. So we're like, okay. And we hop on, holding on to him like this.
And we're boosting along, just and missiles still going over our heads, and then out of nowhere, this Arabian dude, like the one with the towels wrapped around their heads from the Sand City, and he's just like,
bang! Sean Connery's head explodes and skull flops up, brains go everywhere, and half of the brain gets on the side of my eye. It's like, ew, vomitus.
And the motorcycle is flipping around because there's no driver there, and we're just freaking out with arms flailing. And then out of nowhere, poof, comes this wizard, and then he waves his rong around, and then all of a sudden we're teleported to the sewers.
So we're strolling along, you can find anything in these sewers.
Like those boxes you see with the question mark on them, and when you hit them, coins fly out, and you're all like, do 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 do. And then all of a sudden we find this swinging tail. And I go up to poke it, and it's what are you doing here in my sewer? You are not supposed to be here. And me and Nick are just whoa, man,
dude, we just want to get out of here. My tiger, dragon, hybrid, mix, homie bro thing.
And this creature just looked at us. And it was just if you want to get out of here, you must beat me in a race through the sewer.
I mean, what kind of challenge is that? Before we know it, we're going down the water sewage, waterfall, into the water, and I realized I don't know how to swim.
So I take the two closest sea turtles next to me, and I just tie them together to make a jet ski.
We're cruising down the water the dragon pulls up next to us, and he's like, you can't beat me on my own sewer.
So we're like 3 centimeters away from the finish line, and the dragon is like right on our tail. And then Nick, being the awesome man he is, and then out of nowhere, John Stamos is like, "Hey kids, let's get out of here." I'm like, "John Stamos, what are you doing down here?" And he's like, "I'm trying to get away from the paparazzi." And we got on this weird looking rocket ship thing, and we are on the surface again. So we decided to make this video about why we couldn't do announcements. I miss Sean Connery.
I miss John Stamos. I don't want to go to jail.
Jesus card.
You idiot, we would have gotten away with it too.
Halloween already? Yeah. Really? Okay.
That's perfect.